Hello Bookish Babes and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so very glad that you clicked on today's video to join me in bringing you some amazing content. And as you can see by today's title, I'm changing things up a little bit. It's the new year and we get all the New Year's resolutions. We get the ins and the outs, but this is a bookish YouTube channel. So I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a bookish spin on it. So I'm going to be giving you my DNFs and my TBRs of 2024. Some tea. It's really good. It is a toasted coconut tea with some heavy whipping cream whipped up with cinnamon. It's amazing. Down below me here, I have my iPad filled with all of my DNFs and TBRs of 2024. Now, New Year's resolutions, they're fun. I think we all like them, but I also think they can get very toxic, so I think this year they've changed the ins and the outs. What are things that are in 2024 and things that are out and old with 2023? So obviously I can see there's a little bit of like a movement kind of happening with that, but because it's a bookish YouTube channel, I wanted to do my DNFs and my TBRs of 2024 and just change the name a little bit. So I think we'll start with DNFs. Now, I think, as you can see with society, it's always losing weight, getting healthy, being the it girl, all of these things. And yes, maybe to some, those are positives, but I also think just your personal being, your self, how you want to be viewed to the world isn't always in that cookie cutter form that everyone else esteems to be. Maybe for you, it's more personal, and that's okay. So don't ever feel that your New Year's resolutions, your goals for the new year, for the next month, your goals for this week, the goals for the day have to be cookie cutter and the same as what society puts out, because that's not true. We're all different. We're all made individually and differently to want and desire different things. And so I think when you make your goals for this year or for the month or however you want to do it, pick those things that are uniquely to you. Really dive deep. Look at yourself. Look at the things that you did in 2023 that you like, that you want to continue to do, things that you didn't get to do in 2023 that you want to do this year, things that you did do in 2023 that you want to stop doing. And then also realize that it's a process. It's one day at a time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. It may not happen in a month. It may not happen in 2 months, 6 months. It may take an entire year. Maybe it'll take a couple years for this change you want to happen, but just trust the process and be excited that each day you're stepping closer to that desired goal that you want. And so I just want to put that in there because I think it's really easy to get on the bandwagon of doing what everyone else is doing. So to start with my DNFs is number one, stop always saying yes. I love helping people. I love supporting people. I love trying new things. But at the same time, I found that in 2023, I did a lot. I got involved in a lot. That was too much for me. I'm an introvert by nature. The sun is just glorious, is it not? But it's like in my eye. And so I don't enjoy always being around people. I like being by myself. I don't mind being alone. Obviously, no, I hope it's not forever, but I don't mind it. I like my me time. And I found that in 2023, I gave a lot of my time to other people. I made spur of the moment decisions and felt that I needed to make quick decisions and didn't really think about it. And I definitely want to take that power back of my choice and choose that in 2024 when I'm asked something that maybe isn't work related, that has to do with your job or like a responsibility with your home or things like that, but just like in your personal life, do you want to go to this event? Do you want to go on this trip? Are you going to purchase this item? Are you going to be involved in this conversation people are having? No matter what it is, I really want to take a step back and reevaluate that and not be afraid of what people may think, that I'm taking some time to consider. So that's number one for 2024 that I want to really do, because I'm DNFing that stop always saying yes. I'm DNFing that so hard. I will not pick that book back up, you guys. I did that so much, and that is going to be the last time that I do it. And going forward in 2024, I will no longer always say yes at every single request, everything that comes across my plate. I'm not doing that. The second thing that I am DNFing from 2023 and not bringing into 2024 is going to be, if I don't want to read a book, I'm not going to read it. If I want to DNF a book, I'm going to DNF it. I'm not going to be a person who reads books for everybody else, who jumps on the bandwagon like everybody else and picks up a book and wants to review a book and talk about a book because it gets a lot of views or because everyone's talking about it now, I need to buy it. I'm not going to do it. For example, the book was called, if I can remember it, The Housemaid. I'm gonna post a picture here, can't remember the name. Everyone raved, ranted, loved the book. I got it, started reading it, got tremendous anxiety from it. And I felt so afraid to post on my YouTube channel that I want to DNF the book. I mean, it took me a while to really get to that point. Like I was pushing through the book and I'm not gonna lie, filled with tremendous anxiety just because of like just the storyline, the relationship between the maid and the dad, and then the mom and the maid. It just was too much for me. And even TV shows can be like that for me too. My family can attest to that. Like certain shows give me so much anxiety, I can't watch them. So I watch like Bob Ross, the British baking show, and Moana. Like that is like the extent of what I like watching because I get anxious. And I felt so worried about it and I held off so long with that book. But I realized in 2023, once I announced it, it was fine. I ended up donating the book to a local bookstore and I was okay, like no problem, no qualms about it. So that's definitely something I'm leaving in 2023. If I want to DNF a book, if I don't want to read a book, if I don't want to do a video, if I don't want to talk about a topic, if I don't want to get involved in some trend that's going on, I don't have to do it. I really do not. It's so much freedom when you take your choice back. I think that's going to be the goal of 2024, taking your choice back. I think we hear about it all the time, in social media. Have your choices, do what you want. But I think when you truly look at yourself, are you doing that if you're jumping on every bandwagon? Are you doing that if you're following every trend? Are you really doing that? Or are you getting swindled into what society is doing? And so I am DNFing that so hard. If I want to DNF a book, if I don't want to read a book, I will not do it. I will not be pressured into buying anything. Books are expensive. You know what I mean? Then number 3, this fast-paced idea that we all need to be in. I don't know what it is about our world. Quick, go, go, go. The next thing. It's like you can't sit, you can't relax, because if you're relaxing, you're not getting this done. If you're not doing this, how are you gonna make the next step? I want to slow down. I'm a go-getter. I like to problem solve. I like to fix other people's problems. I like to make sure that I have the answer when I need it. Oh my gosh, that is me. And let me tell you, that mindset will literally make your mind race. And with the job that I have and the stress that I have, it's already racing enough and has a lot of responsibility. So then to make my personal life be stressful because I feel like I need to be at a certain level, I need to be doing this now, I can't relax because this has to get done. No, I am choosing in 2024 to slow down. Let me tell you, I DNF the quick paced, every 5 seconds gotta be doing something so hard because you can't enjoy the simple things. And I am a person who likes the simple things. I love like little random things. Like if you were walking and you see a rock outside that reminded you of me because it was sage green and you knew it would match my house, I will just die. I literally love that. But that racing, quick mentality makes you miss all those little simple passing little things that you can see of the daisy in the field, the little bird in your tree that's warming her eggs in her nest. But because you're racing so much, you don't even see it. And so I'm DNFing the quick-paced mentality that I definitely had in 2023, and I will not be bringing that into 2024. Then the next DNF for 2024 is going to be realizing that my feelings and my emotions matter. I struggled so hard with that in 2023, let me tell you. I love helping people. I am a person who is really independent. I love doing things on my own. I always choose to do it on my own. I rarely ask for help. And so last year when my mental health was really struggling, and definitely this winter, even really up until now with just the season changing, it's dark, it's cold, I have really been struggling, and it was very hard for me to open up and tell people. And then when I did, it was very easy for me to talk myself out of it, almost like that's really dumb. You should be able to figure that out on your own. No one really cares. And that really affected me because I know that when my emotions and my feelings aren't heard, or I myself don't see them as valid, I shut down. And I think that really adds to my introverted personality. And then you kind of just close yourself off. And so that is something I'm definitely DNFing and not bringing into 2024. If I feel a certain way, if I'm having a rough day, I'm going to tell somebody. Even if there's no one to tell, I'm going to make it known to myself. Today, Olivia, you're not having the best day. But you woke up today, so today will be a good day despite what you feel. I understand you. So you know what? It helps you when you open a book, light a candle, and make a cup of tea. So that's what we're doing today. We're not rushing left or right. We're going to stay constant right in the middle. I'm going to make sure that I focus on that and actually see that those feelings matter. You know what I mean? Life is hard. I mean, we can all say that. Some days are terrible. Sometimes it's months on end. And if you pretend and hide away and close those emotions off for so long, it doesn't help you. And you realize when people say, if I could just go onto the top of a mountain and scream, that release of those emotions helps you so much. And sometimes, honestly, I can say in 2023, I felt like that all the time. I just wanted to scream on top of a mountain because if I could just get it out, I'd feel so much better. And so I really want to make a point to do that going into the new year, that I will not reject my feelings and emotions as if they're nothing and they don't matter. I will not do that going into 2024. Can tell you that for certain. All right, and then the last DNF of 2023, don't let my value be, weighed and measured by another person's attitude towards me or their attitude about a situation. Let me tell you, the sun is just doing its thing today. 2023, I can say, I don't even know how many times I let another person's attitude, their comments, how they felt about a situation or something that I was doing or I was involved in so badly affect me that I just shut down. And I looked at myself as if I was the problem. But sometimes you just have to realize that people have bad days. People have attitudes. People go through things and it has nothing to do with you. And even if it did, it doesn't measure, it doesn't take away from your value as a person. And so that's something 100% that I'm leaving in 2023, is that I'm not valued because another person says I am. I have value because I do. And it's simple as that. Jesus says I have value, so I have value. I'm a breathing human on this earth and I take up space. If you don't like me, if you're having a bad day, if you say something that's rude, if you feel a certain way towards me, it doesn't change how valuable I am. It doesn't change my worth. And yeah, I'm going to really work on that. I think it's a work in progress. All of these things, like I was saying in the beginning, they're not quick fixes. They're not things that are just going to change overnight. They are things that are going to take some time. And so when you make your DNF list of 2023 that you will not be bringing into 2024, put those things on that matter to you and then realize I may be looking at this list and be like, oh my God, it'll be so great next week to have it all mastered. It may not be that way. But every day, making those conscious little choices, you will see yourself slowly but surely be able to become that person who doesn't do those things that you want so badly. But yeah, that's going to conclude at least those major points that I wanted to touch on that are going to be the DNFs of 2023 that I will not be bringing into 2024. And then the fun part is the TBRs of 2024, the to be reads. What are the things that I am looking forward to implementing this year? And the first thing will be taking myself on day and night dates. I used to do this back in 2021, where literally on the weekend, I would take myself on a lunch date, take myself on a dinner date, take myself on a movie date, take myself up to another city in my state, like Ann Arbor or downtown Detroit. I used to do that so much, and then I just stopped. And I want to do that again. I think obviously as people, it sucks when you are alone, maybe not in a relationship, but I am a young, healthy 27-year-old woman who needs to live her life. Go out, take a little day trip, take a trip for your birthday, travel here, travel there. If it means going and seeing a new movie that's out in town, buying yourself a cute outfit and going out to dinner and getting a steak, you know what I mean? Booking reservations and getting a valet or whatever it is, going to a concert that you really like, or a show or a play, really doing that for myself and not feeling this need that I can't do things if I'm not doing them with somebody, like a friend, or maybe it's for you. Maybe you have a significant other, maybe you don't, and you feel like I can't do this if I don't have that, if I'm not with a family member, if I'm not with a friend. But really just learning to love me and spending time with me and getting to know who I am and what are the things I like, so that if and when that opportunity comes and I am with another person, that I can then say, I know myself so much that you really just add. It's not like you make me who I need to be. I know who I am. You're just an extra little bit that I get now. To really take it as that, because I definitely can say it's easy to think that you'll be complete and full when you're in that perfect pair with your Mr. Someone, but instead, look at it as before he comes along, I'm gonna be so complete that he's gonna be extra. He's gonna be added on. He's gonna be the cherry on top. I'm gonna be the whole dessert. You know what I mean? I really wanna get to know myself and spend time with God and just love my singleness. And what can I do in this time and not be so quick to do other things? So dating myself, go on a little date, You know what I mean? Go on a little road trip. Do what I have to do. I really want to implement those things, even if it's just like a Barnes and Noble thing where I'm not filming and I'm like just going to Barnes and Noble, buying a book, getting a coffee, and relaxing for a day. Like doing things for myself without needing to film, feeling I have to do them with somebody. But that is going to be the first TBR of 2024, and I'm excited to do it. I haven't done it yet, but like the month is still here. We have like 2 weeks left. I have more than enough time to like go on a little couple dates. So I'm excited. Then the next TBR of 2024 is spending more time in God's word and prayer. And I think that is the most important out of all the TBRs on this list, is that last year I definitely saw my relationship with Jesus get so much stronger. I can definitely say it'll be times when I'm going through things and verses will just come to my head. And I need that to be more. Christianity for me isn't something I put on Sunday. It is who I am. And I need to showcase that to everyone that's around me. And I think it can be, you can be scared. You can be, oh my God, I'm going to lose subscribers. People aren't going to like me. My coworkers, people at school. And I live before Jesus and him alone. And that is the core foundation of my life. And I saw my lack in 2023. I saw how it was so easy to push it off, or I'm busy, or do the bare minimum, but really diving into his word and just praying with him, speaking to him about everything, every little decision that I make, no matter how big or how small they are, and getting to know who he is and his character, and finding my worth and my value in him. That is my ultimate goal of 2024 and just for my entire life. And so that is definitely on my list of TBRs for 2024. Then to my next TBR, it's going to be putting less on my daily to-do list. Or you can say in my morning routine or my evening routine, you know what I mean? It's super easy for me, and I think that goes back to the DNFs where I was talking about the go, because it's really easy to put 1,000 things on your to-do list for a day and be so discouraged when you don't get it done. But this year, we're gonna change that. If I have a day and I know I have 20 things to do, well, today we're gonna try to accomplish 4. And if we don't, whatever we got done is great. If we don't get none done, we'll try again the next time. I'm not gonna put so much pressure on myself that I can't live my life and be happy because of these too high mountains I'm trying to make myself reach every day. I think it's just impossible. And so really just taking this slow, just living your life, and like I have this responsibility. Obviously I weigh my priorities, but not feeling like I have to accomplish all these things and I have to do this really large morning routine and this really extensive nighttime routine to be like official. No, I don't. If my morning routine consists of 3 things, if my evening routine consists of 3 things, that's enough. It doesn't have to be something super long. Again, going back to stop jumping on the bandwagon of society and on the trends. So that's definitely something that I'm gonna do this year, is I'm gonna put less on my to-do list daily. Then the next TBR of 2024 is loving the body I was given. I think most women, and probably most men too, but most women especially, body image is like right at the top. Oh my gosh, especially with New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna get skinny, I'm gonna have my summer body, beach body, all this. I'm gonna lose my winter fat from Thanksgiving and holidays. Oh my gosh, I've done it. I've done it. I'm only 27. I can tell you I have tried to aim to be a different body size probably all my life. Probably up until like age, 12, maybe even younger than that. And I'm done doing that. I'm gonna love my body, the body I was given. My body is strong, my body can run, my body loves to work out, my body can walk, my body can lift things, my body can breathe, my body can walk, my body can get up in the morning, my body can think, my body can see, my body can hear, my body has a heart that beats on its own, my body is healthy, my body has lungs that breathe, my body is enough. And that's what I'm gonna tell myself, this huge standard of I need to be skinny, I need to have the perfect shape, and I need to do my glute workouts, I need to have small toned arms, I need to be all tight and toned, and all these outward, just kind of conceited kind of ways. Obviously, if you want to, do it. And if that ends up happening later down in the road in my life and I just become super fit, cool. But my body is valuable just the way it is, because my body can walk, my body can breathe, my body can sing, my body can hear. I need to see it. And if you're someone whose body maybe can't do some of those things, what are the things your body can do? And to really hold on that. My body, maybe you're older and some of your mobility is gone. My body has been able to live for that many years. And even if that's all you got and you're young and your body can't do much, my body has lived this long. Every morning my body wakes up And I'm really gonna take that as a goal for 2024, that I'm gonna love the body that I was given. The next goal of 2024 is following a morning and nighttime routine. Now, like I said, that doesn't mean that my nighttime routine needs to be 20 things and my morning routine needs to be 20 things. No, but following a system so that I can get myself the most rest. I can wake up feeling my best. I can go to bed relaxed. And so limiting my caffeine when it's too close to bed, having decaf tea, you know what I mean? Brushing my teeth every night before I go to bed, washing my face and doing my skincare, taking a shower in the morning and at night, doing a little movement throughout the day, later in my evening or in the morning whenever I want, going to bed, giving myself enough time, choosing to read before my bed, getting rid of the screen too late in the end of the day, really doing those things so that I can have the best nighttime and best sleep. In the morning, reading God's word to prepare me for the day, listening to music that is encouraging, you know what I mean? Doing things, reading, and finding those times that I set aside so that my beginning of my day and the end of my day can be peaceful. And that's really what I want, because the middle of your day, you're at work. It's crazy, it's hectic, but I can really establish really solid and simple routines to make the ending and beginning of my day so peaceful, so that the middle, we don't even realize it. And then I think there's one more. Yeah, the last TBR of 2024. Well, there's probably a lot more, but the last one on this list is limiting social media. Oh my gosh, limiting her. Who is she? It's like she came out the gate throwing hands. She really did. Like she woke up and chose violence. Social media is out here on some new age. Like, I don't even know her anymore. We used to be friends and then it all changed. She got her own mind, you know what I mean, and is getting on my nerves. I think I'm gonna have to drop her. I'm not gonna be giving hours of scrolling on Instagram, on YouTube. I don't have TikTok, but on Instagram, YouTube, done with the scrolling, done with looking at other people's self, comparing myself and what this person doing. Oh, they're engaged, they have this, look at this new opportunity they have. I do not care. I'm happy for you. I'm so glad something opened up for you, but I'm gonna stay in my lane, because I know myself. If I give myself too much to all of that, I'm gonna start comparing myself, feeling sorry for myself, crying and being upset, and then where am I left? They're living the best life. I'm the one who's pressed. You know what I mean? So definitely limiting the social media of 2024. I feel like I have rambled so much, but those are all my DNFs and TBRs of 2024, and I wanted to tell you guys about them. And if you have any fun, any interesting TBRs and DNFs of 2024 that you want to leave down below in the comments that aren't too personal, then please leave them down below, because it's really interesting when you look at it as more of a positive and enriching time of the year to make those resolutions and those changes, instead of this like iron, you know, sword and whip against yourself. When you look at it as like, I did some things in 2023 I didn't like, I'm not gonna do them anymore. I'm gonna do these things instead. And it's more of a positive mindset towards change. It can be so beneficial. So if you have any of those, leave them down below. But again, I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it encouraged you and gave you some new DNFs and TBRs if you did not have any, or some more to add to your list. And then if you liked the video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, hit your notification bell, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then every time I post, you'll be notified of that. And then share the video. If you know anybody who can find any joy or comfort or just a good laugh or some relaxation from any of the content that I post, please share it to them. And without further ado, I'll catch each and every one of you in my very next video. And I just want to wish you a happy new year. I know I'm super late. It is the 16th as I am filming this, but I hope that this year is a year of happiness for you, and that there are good days ahead. And if you're going through things that are difficult, just know, even if you don't see anyone around you going through something, we are all going through things. They may be different. Some may be a little bit more difficult than others, but we're all going through something, and that it doesn't last forever. Good days are to come, and you're all in my thoughts and prayers, and I will catch you all in my very next